Hello everyone, it's GameKoi and welcome back for some more Ghost Race Adventures Mario Kart World Edition. Today we are carrying on with the Banana Cup in Salty Salty Speedway, an original track. Now I'd say I'm pretty decent at this one, or at least I seem to be decent at it in races, but I have no clue how it's actually going to go in time trials. Maybe there are just some secret shortcuts. You never know until you end up watching some other people's ghosts. So without further ado, let's jump in. Alright, this speedway, it's right here. I feel like this staff ghost should be Birdo, because there's a gigantic mermaid Birdo statue in the track, so it better be Birdo. Yes, it is Birdo. Excellent. Good choice, everyone. Let's go. The fish versus the Birdo. The battle begins. So I kind of know like one shortcut. That's all I've got going for me right now. And it goes like this. You charge jump onto this wall. And you end up on this rail. And then you can jump onto this other rail. And it's just, I don't know, super cool. I mean, it didn't seem to do very much, given that Birdo is currently beating me. I've also driven into a wall. Interesting. This is not going particularly well. But there is a shroom cut here. That is nice. Okay. That seemed to work well. So, I got ahead because of that shroom cut. I'm going to try and do the water drifts a little bit better there. Okay, we'll go for the wall ride again. Okay, not bad, not bad. There's also items up here when you do it in a race. I think there's a double item around there, which is quite convenient. Kind of making up what I do in this section, which is not the best idea, but hey, it's against the staff ghost. I might as well. Okay, I didn't lose my mini trail though, so it's not going terribly. I mean, I think I lost some of my lead. Happens. Oh, just played pinball there. I'm actually behind now. This is not good. Hopefully I'll get it back. I mean, if she doesn't do the last cut, and I do, that should win it, right? In theory. I'm already catching up. So hopefully we'll just win at this cut. Alright, I think we've got this in the bag. Just about. Alright, it was looking a bit grim at the start of the final lap, but it's okay. I don't remember, you know, struggling against a staff ghost this much in quite a while. But there, I beat it by under a second. But hey, staff ghost officially beaten. You know, in the older games, I think in 8 Deluxe, you could get the gold tires by beating all the staff ghosts. So, you know, one step closer towards the figurative gold tires. Right, I really need to clean that up against my own ghost before I look at anyone else's. So let's go and do that. So the first thing I need to do is kind of make sure I'm hugging these corners with these drifts. Well, I missed a trick there. Let's try and actually get a coin before heading up there. Okay, so I missed quite a few coins, but that just means I can get them in the later laps, right? Yeah, I'm going to try and pick up a few more coins. And go on this time to park here. I think something I saw that staff ghost do is go for the other non-water path there. Which might be better. I'm not actually sure. Okay, driving into a wall there caused me to get a slower first lap. But that's okay. We'll see how the other two go, right? Yeah, because once you commit to that path, you can't really go for the other one. I am quite a bit behind. But, if I remember correctly, the start of my third lap was quite bad. Okay, that was a good cut. Oh, I wanted to go on that path. That was really cool. Okay, grabbed a few more coins there. I think we gained quite a bit from that bit at the start of the third lap there. Managed to use the gondola to get onto that pavement? Pavement, yeah, I think. There we are, there's a Birdo statue there. Yeah, I think it's better to stay on here for the cut because you get time to turn. Alright, 2:14! Now that is more like it. I think that's beating it by roughly 2 seconds. Boom. Oh yeah, that is much, much better. I think I could probably still tidy that up because I think my first lap was kind of horrendous. And then we'll actually look at some other ghosts. Whoever is in charge of putting those crates back is doing a very good job. There we go. Ooh, a bit bumpy, but it's okay. I would have lost quite a bit if I didn't go for it, given that my ghost does it. I've made it to 10 coins. Okay, now we are neck and neck because I think my ghost did that start of the third lap much, much better. Alright, I think I missed a trick there, but it might not matter. You just have to really go for a tight turn there. 2:14.005! Okay, cleaned it up a little bit. Cheap is of course pleased. Yeah, alright. Chopped off like 0.2 of a second, roughly. So I'd say that's good. Okay, I want to actually see if what I'm doing even makes sense. We'll see what the other ghosts get up to. I also want to know what the world record is, and if there's any other bonkers strats you can do. So I just got a 2:14. Just barely in the 2:14 actually. Let's have a look at what everyone else managed. 1:55! Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting it to be sub 2 minutes, but there you go. That's some absolute vrooming there. Okay, let's have a look at a 2:07 from Wave. That's a whole, a whole 7 seconds off. That will probably be a... Wait, I pressed race against ghosts instead of view replay. We want to view the replay. I don't want to go in blind. That would be crazy. Like, yeah, okay, let's just go against a ghost. Why not? Why not? Okay. Ah, as I thought with charge jumping. Ah, and then he used the resurface trick to get on the other path. That is clever. Okay. Let's actually end up going a wall ride onto the waterfall and then onto that red rail like that. I wouldn't have thought of that. So we'll actually wall ride onto the waterfall and then use some stuff with trees to get around that corner. That is so cool. And then I guess what? Tricks to get onto there? Oh no, we're not bothering to get onto there. We don't need to. Okay. So it's about using the tricks when you resurface as you go back onto the water. Okay, and then this cut is as I expected. Okay, I need to watch this again. Okay, so you're going up the stairs. Oh, okay, going up the stairs. That's quite a bit simpler than the first lap. Going up the stairs on there. And then wall ride there onto this path. And then because there are some crates, you have to actually do a cheeky trick to get onto that rail. I see. Okay, that is really cool. I want to give that a go. I forgot. I forgot to charge jump onto the waterfall. Hey, I did it. I went onto the rail. It was messy, but I was there. Yeah, I think I should just stop going for the tree for now. I'm missing so many tricks. It's quite hard to see when to trick with some of these water sections. Alright, not bad though. See, this time I'm only 2 seconds behind because I drove into fewer walls. There we go. Okay, that thing to get on the rail is not too bad. And I'm on a respectable 7 points. Right, the lead will probably have increased because I didn't do that tree cut. But it's still not bad. Yeah, okay. But wow, this is so much easier to just drive onto this path. I forgot that the stairs just take you there. That is so cool. That is such a cool way of doing that shortcut. And I reckon way easier to do in a race than hopping from rail to rail like I was doing. Alright, we're nearly there. What will the final time be? Only one way to find out. I drove into so many things there. 2:11! Alright, so I already chopped off 3 seconds just by changing how I did the shortcut at the start. So that's pretty good. 3 seconds off my old time, which was 2:14. Solid. Okay, I want to watch the tree shortcut because I would like to learn that. But I will probably carry on by racing against my own ghost, just so I can get an idea of how well I'm doing. Right, let's have a look at that replay again. Yeah, it would be nice to pick up those 2 coins in the first lap. Okay, here it is. Oh, you go on the pillar first, then the tree. That's what I was missing. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, you have to right trick onto the pillar, and that gives you the height to go for that tree. Okay.
A few moments later.
The musical. I need to fit as near you. Okay. Where is it that you need to do it? Okay, I need to actually watch it again. I need to look at where on the rail you trick. Okay, I'm going to be paying so much attention. So on there, then. Ah, you land on that. You land on the top section from the shortcut. Okay, so I think the issue is that I wasn't getting that shortcut. The second and third laps are definitely way easier because you just get this path for free, almost. Oh no, I messed up the wall ride. Oh, it was going so well, I was nearly a second ahead. Alright, when I beat this time, it's going to be so good, I'm sure. That was a good landing. Right, that was nice. I didn't end up driving on the off-road there. And that was a good cut. This was also a good cut, but I didn't actually drive into anything. Okay, I'm a second ahead. Just have to keep it up for 2 more laps, really. Boom! Okay, 2:11.069. I mean, considering I was doing so well in the first lap, this time should have been way better. But it's already decent. Right, chopped off about 0.5 of a second or so, which is not bad at all. Could have been way more though. I want to definitely try and beat this time now. I mean, it should be fairly straightforward given that I missed the shortcut in the second lap. Alright. slightly messier than the Ghost, but it's okay, we're going into the second lap. Which is, in theory, where I should win the Ghost race. In theory. We are really close right now. Oh, I also missed the shortcut. Alright, well let's carry on anyway. Yeah, we're just about even now, which is funny. Looks like I'm still going to have a slightly faster second lap, because the gap has closed slightly. I didn't quite get the opportunity to go for the pillar cut, but it's okay, we'll just carry on. Might be able to get a win, however small. A win is a win, right? 2:10.564. All right. That was quite a tricky one, but I still managed to beat my Ghost. This is still beatable because I still didn't manage to get the shortcut in the second lap. But there, I have beaten it by a little bit already. Alright, let's actually try and do the shortcut at the start all 3 laps. I don't mind so much about the pillar cut, but I want the first shortcut all 3 laps. Alright, this actually might be a faster first lap. Okay, ever so slightly faster, that's good news. There we go, that was nice. I missed the trick there, but I'm still ahead. And that time was good. Alright, one more lap. Alright, come on, stay on the track. Okay, I managed to stay on the track. Big challenge there, you know. And I got the pillar. I'm very pleased I got the pillar just once in this run. Just the shroom cut left, let's do this. Alright, and the final time of the day is 2:09.669. Alright, I managed to get sub 2:10 in the final run of the day. Boom! Okay, there we go. I mean, I got the shortcut at the start, all 3 laps, and I managed to do the thing with the pillar a whole 1 time, which is 1 more time than I was expecting. So this is a good run, I think. Considering I started something like maybe 2:16 or something, that's a really big improvement. Okay, let's give that an upload. Alright, well thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was a lot of fun to actually learn the shortcuts in Salty Speedway. I thought I knew the shortcuts, but as what happens frequently on the channel, there was a slightly cooler and faster way of doing it. As well as that crazy pillar and tree bounce thing, that was awesome. I would never have thought of that. You know, I thought, okay, these trees and pillars, they're just random decorations, but no, there's just whole shortcuts you can do with them, which I think is bonkers. And it's part of what makes Mario Kart World so exciting, in my opinion. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.